You make decisions every day. What to order to eat, what movie to watch, who to vote for. But what if I told you that most of these decisions may not even be yours? What if your thoughts, your preferences, even your decisions are all being subtly manipulated? Let's dive into all the ways in which they control your mind. Let's start with a simple truth. Your brain is processing a lot of information, but you are aware of only a small percentage of it, which means that most of the information your brain is getting is being processed by your subconscious system. This means that while you are actively thinking about one thing, your brain is also processing a lot of other things. In the book Thinking Fast and Slow, the authors divide the brain into two systems, System 1 and System 2, the subconscious primitive one and the conscious, more recently evolved one. Anyone who is marketing a product knows this. And so the way they design advertisements is to target your subconscious mind. Have you noticed how fast food ads have slow motion images of the food along with sizzling sound effects? These ads are designed to stimulate you both visually and audibly, giving you thoughts about hunger even if you are not hungry. They use triggers like fear, desire, nostalgia, all to bypass your logical thinking brain and to directly access your subconscious emotional limbic brain. And when these emotions take over, you start acting more impulsively and irrationally. That is why you might be scrolling randomly on Instagram, you'll suddenly see an ad and you'll find yourself buying a product that you never even knew that you wanted. Remember that for a capitalist market to survive, they need you to consume more and more. And the way to increase consumption is by manipulating you into thinking that everything you see, you need. Take social media, for example. The platforms that we spend hours on tracks our every move, how fast we are scrolling, where we pause, which screens do we look more at, all so that they can now create hyper-targeted ads that are designed to appeal to you so that the chances of you clicking on something are higher. The more you engage with such a platform, the more data they gather and the more localized and targeted the ads become. This is a feedback loop. Your actions train the algorithms and over time, the algorithms train you. Now let's talk about politics and capitalism. We are often presented the illusion of choice, whether it's between two political parties or whether it's between different brands on a shelf. In reality, many of these choices are owned by the same conglomerate or the same parent company. The goal isn't really to give us freedom, but actually to guide us into pre-decided choices. For example, if you think of all the car names that you know and you go look up which are the parent companies of the car companies that you know of, you'll find that there are 2 or 3 large companies that own almost every car you've ever heard of. This is also true in soft drinks, this is true in chocolates, this is true in pretty much any item that is lying around your house right now. Overall, there must be 20 to 30 large companies in the world that own pretty much all of it. Whether it's PepsiCo, Nestle, Procter & Gamble, all these companies use these subtle manipulation techniques to make you think that you have a choice, but in the end, all profits lead down the same road. And let's not forget the media. The media is another tool for control because a long time ago, people have found out that fear can control and fear sells. There's a reason why majority of the news that we come across, whether it's in papers or television or the internet, is all fear-based. And this is the reason why platforms like Facebook and Twitter actively increase the reach of any post that can target fear, hate, or anger, because these are powerful emotions that drive engagement. And at the end of the day, if engagement is the only metric that you would care about, of course you would push for these stronger emotions than for kinder emotions like happiness and joy. So whether it's politics, crime, or health issue, if the goal is to keep you glued to the screen, this is the way to do it. And it doesn't stop there. Political campaigns are designed to get you into a mindset of us versus them, because nothing gets us more emotional than tribal thinking. If you think that you or your family is under attack and this other group is the one attacking them, all of your logical, rational thinking goes out of the window. This is one of the oldest and most effective ways of controlling somebody's behavior. Now, why does all this happen? That is where neuroscience comes in. All these strategies target an ancient defense and reward system in our brain operated by dopamine and amygdala. These strategies hijack our brain's dopamine reward system, the feel-good hormone. So every time you impulsively shop or consume media or even argue online, you get a sense of adrenaline and dopamine. You get a sense of excitement and pleasure. Similar to a slot machine in a casino, this is why social media often feels addictive and you can't really put it away for too long. Every scroll is a chance that you will find something exciting, something new, something funny, something that will trigger an emotion. You will keep on scrolling and every scroll is like pushing another coin into the slot machine. So, how do you take back control? Step 1 is awareness. Simply knowing that this is how the world works, this is how people want to control your attention, is in itself a huge step into gaining back control. You automatically become more mindful of what you consume, whether it's ads, news, or social media. Second is to actively create mental spaces where you are detached from influence. Take a break from technology, question your own impulses, and practice critical thinking. Before you do anything, ask yourself 2 questions. Why am I doing this? And who benefits from this action of mine? Remember, the most powerful way of resisting control is to just live intentionally. Simply knowing what is it that you're doing and why is a revolutionary act in today's time. Because yes, they do control your mind because it's profitable, but now that you know how it's done and why, it is time to regain that power back into your hands. If this video helped you in any way, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You'll see a lot more videos like this on your timeline, and I will see you guys soon.